Hello everyone, it is Hills Calv, as you all know, and today on Promise Bond TV production, we will be interviewing a very special guest who will later on introduce himself. His work has been developed as part of the New Voices of Ireland Series 2020, curated and presented by the Centre for Creative Practices and is funded by the Arts Council of Ireland. We will start off by a little introduction. Can you please tell us your name and a little bit about your background?
My name is Oboye, and I'm born in Nado Ekiti, in Ekiti State of West Africa in Nigeria. My late dad was a retired secondary school principal, also an ex-senator in the defunct Western State of Nigeria. In the then defunct Western State of Nigeria, my late mom was also a head primary school teacher, so I had a very strict upbringing.
Can you tell us about the instruments that you play?
Yeah, I'm originally a drummer, percussionist, and that's what I do for many years, having been trained in the church as a drummer. But I've always had it in mind, as a little boy to play the saxophone. So I think it's over the last 9 to 10 years now. I picked up the instrument and I'm teaching myself. I would also like to define myself as a singer, songwriter, a music performer. That has always been a childhood dream that I would say I'm reliving now. So I write songs, I record songs, I produce songs. I'm a music director. What again? Yeah. So and that's as far as it goes with playing instruments.
And how has the coronavirus affected your artistic process?
Well, I won't say I'm alone in this, to be honest. I'm not alone. It has literally shut down everything, because there is a certain way that music is produced and there's a certain way that music is meant to be consumed. So the coronavirus, the lockdown has completely... I'm careful to use the word reordered because it's still ongoing, but has literally shut down everything. For example, I play once a month in Arthur's Jazz and Blues on Thomas Street in Dublin every month. That has not happened. The last concert I played was the 31st of January in 2020, and this is February 2021. So, and it's still ongoing. So I'd say it has immensely affected all sectors. The food chain, they are the only one that is probably feeding us now, the medical sector. But the art sector, the creative sector, the cultural sector, the educational sector, the social sector, literally, environment, every other sector is, as far as I'm concerned, is under a serious lockdown. And it's still a concern of mine, because I remember in the beginning of the lockdown, I tried, to rehearse with my band on Zoom, but it's just not going to work, because, like I said, one of the essence of being human is the social interactions that we have, and that has been taken away from us. So for me now, I'm at a stage now. In 2020 alone, I lost almost about 23 concerts confirmed, because in the summer some impromptu concerts come in between, apart from my monthly gig. So apart from that lifestyle, that social lifestyle that is taken away from us, also people are losing revenues. There are businesses who may never return. There are live venues, it broke my heart sometimes last year when it was announced in the newspaper very early in the lockdown that Bewley's, the popular Bewley since 1945, never shut their door during the Civil War, but bow out to Corona, and with a lot of their staffs, jobless and stuff like that. The aviation sector, the travel and the hospitality sector, is immensely affected,
So then what effects did COVID have on the New Voices of Ireland 2020?
Oh, it's been extremely extremely challenging, I have to say. Because I even lost count. Series of Zoom meetings has taken place, trying to set up the template for which to adjust to the challenges of our times. And that's why I like the title of this year's presentation of this year's series. It says Against All Odds. So because it's been really tough and challenging for even the organizers, the Center for Creative Practice. I must commend their efforts to really find a way around how do I say it, still having a credible presentation despite the social distancing, because imagine I'm collaborating with someone in another town that we never met till now. And truth be told, a lot has been exchanged. Culturally, artistically, I'm a musician, I'm an artist, I'm a performer. I'm an instrumentalist as well, a music teacher. But she's a photographer, She's a photographer who, how do I say, through the computer-aided design, can replicate something that happened probably in 18-something. I've never heard of things like that before, to be honest, but I really want to express my gratitude, to the team at the Center for Creative Practice, especially to Monica, who has anchored all the meetings, and who has put up with all the emotional roller coasters, because we've all been through a lot of emotional roller coasters, to even find the right pair, in the project. After you found the right pair, to make things work. So it's really been challenging, but structurally, creatively, artistically, I would say we are forging ahead. It's really an eye-opener for me, and I really hope, I'd say it's not publicized enough. Everybody has to, especially people of my culture, has to know about Center for Creative Practice, because, like I said, sometimes you can really be lost in your own world, in your own culture, doing your own thing to no audience.
What do you have planned with the Center for Creative Practices 2020?
Wow. Yeah. Like I said, my collaborator, because we have to, it's part of the cultural exchange that I talked about just now. We have to fuse our ideas together and bring one project out of it, split in two.
What is your musical inspiration and project?
I will take it the first question first. My musical inspiration, I would say I have varied musical inspirations, but the one that dominates them all, that I'm still living as we so speak, is Afrobeat, and I would say it's Fela Anikulapo Kuti and Tony Allen. Those two projects that I'm deeply involved in, my band project, Colors Afrobeat and the Failure Afroculture, has been hampered, if not stalled, completely stalled right now. But like I said, I'm tuning up to strength in the midst of the whole chaos. Against all odds, I'm tuning up strength, and every other idea, creative idea I have, I turn them into songs. So I'm hoping one day when we have our lives back, I will never lack in, doing new stuff with the band. Never. I'm never going to be stranded with new material. So in all of the darkness, or lockdown, or social distancing, everything that we're going to, at least one good thing is coming out of it. And I believe this year, the series 8 of the new Voices of Ireland is also going to pop in a very unique way. Already now, it's like we lost the script. We don't know, the script is writing itself, but the movie is going to be great. It's my hope. It's my hope and belief that everything is going to turn around for our good, and there will be sunshine again, I believe.
Where do you imagine Afrobeat to be in the next 20 years.
And I see that clan or that Afrobeat, or how do I say it now? Afrobeat tree. I see it growing. It can only grow bigger, you know. So somewhere down the line, it's going to be a household thing in the next 10, 15, 20 years, so to say.
So I can see that you've brought your saxophone with you.
Yep.
Is there a way that you can show us like a little demonstration?
Oh, well, let's try it. We're going to try it.
That was absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed that. And that brings us to the end of this interview. I was so like intrigued by that. That was amazing. That was fascinating. And I'm sure the viewers enjoyed that, and I'm sure the viewers enjoyed hearing your story as well as that. And thank you all so much for watching. See you later.
Yep. Thank you.